Hey fam, how goes it? How y'all doing this morning? You know, as uh as I promised, I said I was gonna do a review. I did. I watched it. I thought it was kind of shallow. I didn't get into any specifics of what I thought was accomplished in that conference call that I had the other evening. And I think I'm going to uh, do a couple more sessions. I think that'll be right. I'm in the process of writing a book, and I think just the networking aspect of it and the pushing forward through those blockages will really help me because I'm at somewhat of a crossroads as far as I'm concerned. Um, so, what some of the things that stuck out in my mind again from the meeting is um, us not addressing the four or components of ourselves, meaning the spiritual, emotional, mental, and the physical. And once we begin to align these uh, four um, components and get them in cohesive alignment, then and only then, and until then, our lives will remain the same and they won't push forward until we begin to align those components up. Okay? So, you know, let me get one thing straight because I don't want to get, a lot of this stuff, and most of the stuff is in me. I already knew. I grew up in a very religious environment. That caused me to want to know more spiritual dynamics and components because I knew religions was seemed like it was based on a bunch of rituals and stuff. And the more I was, and I'll talk about some of these things later, but the more and deeply I got involved with church, the more scandalous I saw it was. But with that being said, my journey has always been to find mm, the spiritual. It wanted to make sense in my soul. Being an artist, a writer, and a sensitive individual, that's just how I'm wired. Okay, and so with that being said, I know when I'm out of alignment, and I've been out of alignment for a while. Um, and that's why I want to stress to people more and more. And as I reinforce it for myself, I tell it to my daughter. These are the mantras I want my grandbabies to live by, and everybody that maybe come in contact with me, and or I come in contact with them. It is so important that you find your purpose in life. Before you try to find a girlfriend, before you try to find a boyfriend, before you try to find a man or a woman, you need to begin to focus on what your purpose is, bringing it to fruition, not allowing people to come into your auric field and to disturb it and to distract it and to knock you off your purpose, but to continue on your path that you're supposed to be following. Because if you don't do that, then you'll find yourself in situations where you'll be stuck. And sometimes when you get stuck, like I was, you actually need somebody to come in and work and push you to restart, to re-jump. And it's almost like to like you do reboot you. Okay, so at this point, I really do believe that working with the Black Mastery Program has restarted and re-jumped my process, my spiritual process, my intuition. I was very already the intuitive person by nature. I have those gifts that are already innate in me. And when you get stuck, you cannot be who you need to be. And it's so real. Some of the things that have come naturally became a problem because my focus was not all there. So I'm climbing out my grave. I'm still climbing. But Lord, I can see light at the end of the tunnel because God damn it, I ain't ready to jump down in the grave yet. You understand? So I wanted to make sure I made a little bit more spirited uh, video in terms of what the Black Mastery Program and what that telecast was, um, what it was all about in terms of the revigoration and the rejuvenation of myself. How did it make me feel? And those are the best ways I think I can describe it. It put that fire, it's putting the fire back in me that I should push forward and don't rest and don't give up and continue to be grateful and thankful and live in your purpose. And if I can say anything to you, figure out what your purpose is, what you get up and do every day that you love to do. That's what you're supposed to be doing. So, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Whatever side of the diaspora that you're on, thank you for listening. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Bye-bye.